Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You are now listening to That Infernal Noise podcast, part of the Mental Health News Radio Network. Fuck yeah.
Hello, everyone. We are back. We have more shit to talk about. This episode's going to be a little bit different. Mom's birthday is coming up.
When this comes out, it will be.
Oh, you are? Okay. So, when this comes out, so you're seeing this on her birthday, and we just kind of wanted to.
She would have been 63.
Yeah, she would have been 63, and we are just wanting to talk about her a little bit, what our lives have been like since she's passed, things that we have going on now. Just, I'm trying not to cry already, and it's proving to be difficult. So there's going to be some tears, most likely, before we even talk. So... So this this will be our second birthday without her. And things have gone kind of crazy a little bit since she passed. And I don't know how to do this one without crying like immediately. You can cut most of this out if you want, or you can leave it in. So even though this is her second birthday, it hasn't been quite 2 years yet. At the end of the year, it'll be 2 years.
Then I apologize in advance if there's any jump cuts and obvious shit because it sounds like it's about to start storming outside.
Oh, great.
Go. Did you hear the thunder just now?
Yeah, I did. I didn't even think about that. Anyway.
Make do with what we got.
Yes. We have to make steps to make things happen. or take steps to make things happen. So we record no matter what. Or we try to, at least.
Well, I purposely waited.
Yes, we did.
I skipped a week, so we would be releasing on
Her birthday.
Mom's birthday. So where have you been with it? I know once I start talking about it, I'm not going to stop. So
yeah, it's been rough. I don't have family of my own. And she was the closest thing to a mom that I would want. And it wasn't always that way because I have up walls and barriers and I don't like to get close to people.
Well, and it didn't help that you were with me.
And I am fiercely protective. So because things were unresolved between the two of you, obviously I was so on your side and I was fiercely with you. So I'm so very glad that you guys got the reconciliation that you both deserved. I am extremely happy that you see her differently now. Or at least you're able to...
Oh, no, I see her differently now.
Yeah, but you're also able to see and relate to things with her that you didn't before. But on the flip side of that, my husband and my children are not the same anymore.
Nieces, nephews. Saw that yesterday.
Yeah. So we call her your niece, but she's your second cousin.
I don't give a shit.
I mean, yeah, but just
That's my kiddo. I don't give a fuck.
I just want everybody to know that it's not technically your niece, but your niece.
I'm Uncle Robert to
Yeah.
everybody. Like the younger ones, I'm Uncle Robert.
Yesterday she turned
Or Bobbert, as
Yesterday she turned 18, and the day before that she graduated high school, and unfortunately she was one of the people to find mom.
her and Thea, her and her grandma.
Her and
were the
her
ones
grandma
that
were the
found
ones to find mom.
My mom.
And while she was grateful for the amount of people that showed up for her, she was devastated by the fact that mom and grandma were not there.
And Jody.
And Jody. And I told her, I was like, usually, because I'm not Catholic, I was not raised Catholic, but I carry their rosaries with me when the kids have performances. God, I'm so sorry. When special things happen, I bring them with us. I bring mom's rosary, and I bring one of Jody's rosaries. So they don't miss out. Everything has changed. Everything has changed. And as I'm getting older, it makes me want her here even more. Because I have no one to talk to about getting older, what to expect, how to navigate getting older. Because I don't have family that I can talk to. Either they've already passed, or I don't know them, or I don't want to talk.
To talk
yeah.
to them.
So I'm trying my best to do my best. I'm trying to be the mom and the wife that I can be. I don't want to use the word failing, 'cause I just know I'm not everything I need to be. And I'm not saying she was perfect, and I'm not saying I need to be perfect.
That's the fucking truth.
But I question everything now. I question what I do with my kids. I question how I am with you. I question if I'm good enough. I question, and I have no one to talk to about it. I mean, I talk to you about it, but when it comes to...
It only does so much.
I just don't... I still feel lost. And... because when Jody passed, I was the one to help her with everything. And just to see how everything is so broken still. But my main concern is that even the kids are just not the same anymore. I know I'm not the same either, but we all know I'm last on my list almost every time, so I'm more concerned with you and the kids. And it is heartbreaking. Because there's nothing I can do. I can show up in ways that I can, but I can't fix anything. I can't make anything better. I can't make pain, hurt, loss go away. I can't fill whatever pieces are missing in you. And I can't even, like, there's nothing for me to do. And because of everything, it's affecting other parts of our lives, and it's just... I know grieving is a process, and healing and everything is never linear. One day you feel okay, that you got this, that you can move forward. And then the next day you feel like a complete failure. I like to try to fix things and I can't. I know it's not my job to fix anything. But this one's rough. Because I don't know how to give you guys peace.
Nobody does. That's the thing.
And I feel like I'm losing pieces of my family. Since 2019, it's just gradually pieces have fallen away.
Some gradually, some overnight.
And I'm just doing my best to navigate life. But I miss the fucking shit out of her. I do. I miss Jody. I miss everyone. I just wish I could give you and the kids the comfort that they gave y'all. I wish they were still here so Noe and Logan can have the same relationship that Chris and Kaylee got with Mom and Jody. I wish that you could have had more time with her. After everything was reconciled and you guys were working towards I'm glad you got that, though. I'm glad she got that, too. I just don't know how to navigate life much anymore. I feel lost most days. So, while it is very sad about everything that's happened, I'm glad we got the time with her that we did. I'm glad we got what we got. Just learning to navigate from this point is... I feel like I'm working... I've never been part of a 12-step program, but I know plenty of people that have. And one day at a time is a big thing. And I feel that that's how we have to navigate this. It's one day at a time. And I know all of our days start to run together and they turn into months and years. And it's like, wow, where the fuck did the past however many years go? And then...
Yesterday turns out to be a fucking year ago.
Yeah. Like... So take it one moment at a time, one season at a time, whatever it is. Just try to do my best every day. And I have no idea what else to say, so because I started crying out the gate immediately. So, but I wish
It
I
makes
could.
you feel better. I can't really cry anymore
That's fair.
about anything. So if
But
it does, it comes for like 2 seconds and then immediately it's just gone.
But more than anything, I wish I could give y'all peace. I wish I could give y'all something. Anything. Anything. Literally anything. To make you feel better. Everything is just so painful. We have pictures around the house, and it's just...
I'll make sure I keep them up in here.
Yeah, of course.
They do get hard to look at, though. For a myriad of reasons.
Oh, yeah.
Like the big family one. It's one of the last times all of us were together.
And the the fucked up thing is that so many people are missing out of that picture, and for
different reasons.
different reasons, yeah.
Grandma's not in it. Jody's not in it now. Mom's not in it now.
But
Davi wasn't born yet. Livy wasn't born yet.
no, I mean, hell, Aaron's
Bennett's
not even
not in it.
Parker-
Aaron's not
like,
in it.
none-
Parker's not in it.
Matt's not in it.
Matt's not in it.
And everyone is so much bigger and different, and
Sis is still the same.
yeah. And I'm sorry if I don't know what questions to ask to make this an interesting episode, or... And I know how you feel. I mean, not that I exactly know how you feel.
It's just myriad of things. Like, you've seen me go through all of it. I was in denial. I acted like it didn't bother me. I was upset. I wasn't upset. I was relieved. I was angry. You ran the gamut. Like, there's a lot of different emotions associated with just her being gone. And I don't know which one is the prevalent one, because it depends on the day.
Especially now that we found out recently that we're going to be grandparents.
And everything that's been going on in our lives outside of that. Is I wish I had somebody to talk to about it. And she's the only one that I would have been able to talk to about it.
Agreed.
'Cause me and Chris's relationship is repairing, but it's strained. And I hold a lot of bitterness because of that, not to him. Some to myself, some to other people that
Yep.
I feel manipulate situations, but
It is what it is. Unfortunately.
then I see a lot of similarities between what I saw Mom go through and what I heard from her other side whenever she was going through the divorce. And yeah, our divorce has fucking been finalized, but there's a lot of similarities. And I told you the other day, it's 3 things. I'm broken, I'm alone, and I'm tired.
I know. I mean, you're not really alone, because I'm not going anywhere, and I will be here and be 10 toes down like I have been. But I understand you feeling alone inside your head, inside your body. I get that. I feel that way too.
Because in the past, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years?
6 years this year.
I lost Jody. And I'm not acting like I was super close to him, but my kids lost their grandpa.
I was closer with Jody than you were.
Super close with him, and I had to watch all of y'all with that. He did mean a lot to me after the fact, once I really started thinking about it.
When you realized who he was and the part he played in your life and the life of our family.
I was just bitter and angry because it's like, why couldn't we have had the normal relationship shit whenever I was a kid? Like, why did it wait until Sis and I were adults for you to be in a functional fucking relationship? So I held a lot of bitterness towards him because of that, admittedly. I know that now. I didn't know that then.
Yeah.
But he was always good to you and the kids, and that's all I ever wanted.
He always took care of us.
He did. And he took care of me, too, whenever I needed it. Like, he really did.
There were
he
times
looked out for me whenever I needed to be looked out for.
Because when we were living out in Seagoville, there was more than once he brought us food because we were struggling. Mm-hmm. He made sure we were taken care of.
He did.
And that's just who he was.
I feel guilty about that because I didn't appreciate it. I mean, I did, and you know what I mean.
There was a pride thing with you. Like, you felt like you were failing because we were struggling.
Amongst the myriad of other fucking reasons, I felt like that.
And so you didn't want to be the charity case. You didn't want to take help because it hurt your pride. And I had to be like, hey, look, we have to fucking eat. We have to eat. It's okay to accept help from people. Because you and I are both so used to people helping us and it being thrown in our faces later that we were helped.
Or helping people and then everybody fucking off.
Yep. So I get it. But I'm glad that we had him and Mom. Because, like I said, and I've said, and I will continue to say, I don't have people. I don't have family. I don't have relatives. I have no one.
Yeah, but what's worse, having no one and you know that, or people pretending to have your back?
That's fair.
And they're not there.
That's fair.
They're not really there.
It's equally bad for different reasons. And the ones that were there for us, we no longer have. And it seems unfair.
It is unfair.
Because I know that I will take care of you and be 10 toes down for you, and I know that you will be there for me and take care of me. But with them, we had extra support.
We had people we could actually depend on.
And now our dependable people are gone. It is very lonely.
And then in that same time frame, Kev ended up dead. And he's not even my fucking brother, and that shit,
Fucked with you.
it spun me the fuck out.
Yep.
Because he was, like, at one point, whenever everybody had turned their back on me, because I was doing shit I wasn't supposed to, for sure, but Kev was still cool with me. He never turned his back on me. And every time I saw him, it was always like, oh, dude. And it was like, nothing ever fucking changed, but everything had fucking changed.
Yeah.
And I ended up turning my back on him for some of the same reasons that everybody turned their back on me, and he was there for me.
I know you hold a lot of guilt.
I do. Still.
For that one and another
for
one of your
Tyler.
friends. Yep.
Tyler was way before all that, though.
Yeah.
And I still think about both of them all the fucking time.
We have a corner for the people that have passed, and their pictures are right up there.
We do. And Grandma, and that fucking broke me.
And then almost exactly a year and 2 days later.
Mom.
I know the universe tests us
I'm tired of being fucking tested.
until we react differently, until we handle it differently, until we learn what we need to learn from it. But you're right, I'm tired.
And then everything that's happened since Mom died in the year and a half.
It's even lonelier now.
We've lost every single friend.
Yep.
We have nobody but each other.
Yep.
And it's
And I-
because I got tired of bullshit. There's no other way to say it.
Yeah,
I got tired of it. I'm tired of everybody taking advantage of me. I'm tired of everybody saying it was this, that, and the third whenever it wasn't. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of everybody being able to talk all the shit that they want to about me. And I raise genuine concerns and I'm told to go fuck myself. And then people act like petulant fucking children and I'm the one that's the fucking problem.
and
And I'm just done. I'm done. The past year and a half since Mom has died, I have gained such a clarity about everything, and I realized that the people that were actually fucking there for me aren't anymore. And truth be told, they never were, because they were there conditionally. They were there for me because I was providing something for them. And that's a bitch for me. And I'm told I'm the problem constantly. And I'm done. I'm done. I have no peace left in my heart.
I know.
I'll burn the fucking thing down now. And I have, apparently. And I don't regret it. I don't regret it. I'll do it again and I'll tell them 3 times to their fucking face. Because I don't care anymore. I don't.
And that's why one of the biggest things I wish I could give you, because I know it's gone. After Grandma and Mom. It's gone.
It was there for a while because of Grandma. And then Mom
completely. Like,
No.
Grandma was a fracture.
It was a fracture, but I was more happy that she wasn't fucking hurting anymore.
Yeah, because we had a year and a half before
We
she
had
passed.
time to prepare. We knew
She
it was
was-
fucking
yeah,
coming. It
she
was
was-
not. It didn't come out of fucking left field.
Right, like with Mom.
And
So
Mom was the most sudden death I've ever experienced.
right.
Because 1 minute I'm talking to her, everything's fine, we're laughing, and the next fucking phone call I get is that your mom is unresponsive and they can't get her back.
I still remember Maria telling me on the phone that there was no signs of life. And that's all I could say. Those are the only words that could come out of my mouth. There's no signs of life. And part of my husband died that day too. A part that I'm probably never gonna get back.
Man, I'm sorry for that.
It's literally not your fault.
But watching everything that's happened since then, and I'm guilty too. I did not handle it well. I tried to cope with it in the ways that I knew to cope, which was seeking validation from other people that I am not married to, and I am not proud of that. It was the worst mistake I've ever made in my entire fucking life. And that's saying something because I got a litany. I started smoking again. I became very self-destructive. Luckily, I did not start drinking again, and if I could be proud of anything, I am proud of that. Because if anything, I made sure I did that even less.
Yeah.
Because
You were very, very leery
there
of
was
even having,
there was
like...
nothing there. No. And I watched all the people that I care about the most, save you and the kids, just go about their day. People that should have been affected. People that should have checked up on me on a regular basis.
And I know it gets to you. You know, I still check on you every day, give you an opportunity. Hey, are you okay?
It's not the same.
I know.
And I'm sorry for that as well, but it's not the same.
I'm only one person. I know I can only
All
do
the
so
people
much.
that I thought were ride or dies for me, I get a text or a call, and then it's just into the wind. And I don't have time for that anymore.
And I know I don't have to apologize for not being an army of people. But I've got your back.
I know. And I'm sorry I didn't appreciate that more. And I'm sorry I went off the rails for a little bit.
You don't have to apologize. I understood. I understand. I may not exactly know exactly what you're going through, but I understand. I understand what is happening. I understand where it all comes from. I understand it all. Even when you feel that I don't. I do. I at least have a concept of what's going on.
And in all of this shit, the only thing that keeps popping back into my mind is I wish I could talk to Mom about this.
Yeah. I wish I could ask her a question. Ask her if she went through the same things I'm going through.
Because I know she did. All this time, I've been told I was going to end up like my dad.
You don't even know the motherfucker, and anybody who's told you that you're gonna end up like him can suck a bag of them because they're wrong.
They did. That's why we're not married anymore.
I get so irritated when I hear that shit because it's like, you didn't even know him. How can you become somebody you don't know? You were a victim.
She liked hurting people. She liked hurting me, specifically. And I never liked hurting her. I just had to. Because I was not going to be walked all over. But that's a
different story.
For another time. But the reality of it was, my mom. Maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never satisfied. And that's how I was. I was never satisfied. I was never... Like, the kids had to be better. The kids had to be smarter. I had to expect more from you. I had to expect more from me. All of this shit had to be perfect. And I was never content. And she was never content. Not while I was younger, at least. But I ended up being my mom. And those chickens are coming home to roost now because of how everything's gone with Chris and Kaylee. And Chris wants to change his fucking last name. And that hurts a lot. Because I hated my last name. I hated my last name because it came from a dude that I didn't even fucking know. Still don't. 41 years old. Never met the motherfucker. But over time, once I had kids, it
changed.
It meant something to me. It's like, no, this is my name now, motherfucker. You can't take it away from me. You can't. You have no bearing on what that name means. I do. And then because of my bullshit, I turned my son into me. And that hurts. That hurts a lot. And it's not his fault.
Of course not.
It's mine, and I understand that. And it's nothing against his stepdad whatsoever. And I know everybody's going to say to the contrary, but it's not true. You're not going to tell me how I feel about the situation. Because he's one of the few men I actually respected to take care of my fucking kids. Still. Even after all the bullshit. And I didn't hear it from my son. It came out from my daughter. And I'm not twisted at her or anything.
Well, if you want to get technical, it was my fault. I'm the one who said something.
You're supposed to tell me shit like that. I'm sorry, you are. Because I try not to keep shit from you either.
I don't like that. I don't like that feeling of trying to, like, I don't either. I may not want to tell you whatever I have to tell you, but I don't want to keep it.
I'd much rather hear it from you than anybody else, including Kay or Chris. Because I'd have broke down. I'd have lost it if I had heard it directly from either one of them. And that was one of those moments where I was just like, I wish I could talk to her and
ask her how I deal with this.
How do you make it right if you had the chance to change it at any point? When and what would you have done?
And the only thing we can do is just continue to be there for our kids the way we have.
And that's what I'm going to do.
I know.
Like, even after I found out, I may have hugged Chris a little extra tight that next day, but I'm not laying it at his doorstep. He's got enough shit going on. And I know it's rich to me saying it like this, but
He's got a lot on his plate.
and then all the shit with him having a kid is
You just want to talk to your mom about everything.
yeah. I wish her and Jody were here to see it. I wish Grandma was here to see it. Because Jody would have lost his fucking shit.
Oh, man. You know how much Notre Dame shit he would have bought already?
That's kind of why I hope it's a boy so we can get shit like that.
Even if it's a girl. We can still get Notre Dame
the
shit.
Cuter Notre Dame shit is for boys. Let's be real. Because otherwise it's pink and then it's all it has is the logo. That's not the same fucking shit.
Fair. We can... It doesn't matter. Like, Chris and Patty are really uptight about colors that a baby would wear.
That's true.
And it's a nod to their pawpaw.
That's why I'd do it. Because I know that would mean something to Chris. I'm sad that Patty never got to meet him.
Oh, God. Jody would have loved the shit out of Patty. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I am glad she got to know Mom a little bit.
Yeah. I know it wasn't a whole lot.
But she at least got to meet her. But all this shit is just...
I feel lost. Because everything that has happened thus far, I can't help with. I can't do anything about. And that... I feel useless most days. I can't help my husband. I can't help my kids. I can't fix anything. I can't change anything. I can't do anything. I feel broken. Lost. And I just try to do the things that I can do. I don't feel like it's enough.
That's how I feel with everything, too. Like, well, maybe if I just looked the other way at certain shit, maybe if I just sucked it up and da-da-da-da-da. And then... I just look at it and, like, that's what Mom would have done. And as much as I miss her, I'm not her.
You have to do things
I've
differently.
never been her in that aspect. I'm the one that'll go head first into the fucking fire.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the dancing around, the pussyfooting, the sparing people's feelings and all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't have it in me.
That's why I think that's why I struggled with certain things, because I'm like, usually you would burn this shit down with me, and now you're not, and...
But
I understand.
It's because I don't have the desire to deal with stupid motherfuckers anymore. There's no other way to put it. I have seen the type of people that certain people are, and I can't unsee it now.
I know.
As much as I tried to give everybody the benefit of the doubt and see through rose-colored glasses and all that fucking bullshit, I see through all of it now.
Yeah. The
It's
manipulation,
it's
everything.
like fucking They Live. Once you put the glasses on, you'll never be able to see it differently again. And that's where I'm at.
Yep.
Like, I don't have... My empathy is gone for the outside world. And if that doesn't terrify everybody, it should. Because I don't care anymore. I don't.
I know.
And I am not happy that this is where I am
I know.
at 40, about to be a grandparent. This should be the happiest point of my life, and it's not. Because I was abandoned yet again by fucking everybody. And I'm sure I'll get calls and texts. You all right? You don't care. Why are you asking? Or exactly what I have gotten the past year and a half. Nothing. I don't deal with shit the way that everybody else does. I don't bury my feelings down deep and just have them come out whenever I'm by myself. I live in my shit 24/7. I show up. I feel. I always have, and I've always been told I'm a bitch and a pussy because of it. Well, everybody that thinks that can go fuck themselves. I don't care who you are, blood, family, brother, nothing. Go fuck yourself. Because I don't need to deaden my emotions anymore. I am not running from shit. I have never been a runner. I never will be. Because I am that man.
You are.
And I am not going to be told by fucking anybody ever again that I am anything different but that man.
It takes a lot of strength, especially this day and age, as a man, to talk about feelings and what you're going through. And more men need to talk about what they're going through. More men need to be curious about what the fuck is going on in their head, what is going on in their life.
No,
all of it.
But nobody wants to be.
No, of course not.
Because that's hard work. That's not being an adult. That's not showing up for your fucking feelings and shit. No, it's perpetuating the same cycles that you watched your fucking parents do, and I'm not fucking doing it.
Yeah.
And guess what? My kids' generation is having to see that shit now. And they think it's acceptable. Because, well, it does no harm. Bullshit. Bullshit. I say that as an alcoholic. I say that as an addict. It does no good. You were not escaping from shit. You were not dulling shit. You were not dealing with shit. You're running from it. Because you're a fucking pussy. I'm not a fucking pussy. And I'm not going to be told I'm a pussy anymore for feeling my fucking feelings. I show up. I'm here. I'm still bettering myself at 40 fucking 1. And as a matter of fact, in the past year and a half, it's gone into goddamn overdrive. Where I'm trying to figure out every single thing that I have done wrong in my life. And I'm confronted with it every single goddamn day. Because I want to fix it. Because I don't want to be the same fucking person anymore. Because my kids deserve better. Because my wife deserves better. Because I deserve better.
There it is.
I deserve better than to put up with these sycophantic fucks that would much rather maintain the status quo and maintain all of the bullshit that they have lived with their entire life than try to make it better. And that's what it is. That's what all of this boils down to. That is what Mom's death taught me. That I don't have to tolerate shit anymore. Because she didn't want to. And she didn't have the strength. And I know that for a fact.
Yep.
I was told that by my mother for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
She did not have the strength to have the backbone she deserved to fucking have.
I
and
agree.
I've had that backbone since I was a kid.
Yep.
And guess what? It's only gotten bigger. It's only gotten more resolute since then.
Yeah.
I don't care. I am going to be happy. And if it has to come at the cost of everybody fucking else, so be it. Because come hell or high water, I'm not going to die miserable. I'm going to die fulfilled. I'm not going to be wondering what if. I'm not going to be saying, oh, I should have done this. Oh, I peaked in high school. No, I didn't. I haven't peaked yet. I've hit peaks that motherfuckers can't attain. I've done things that people couldn't dream of fucking doing because they're too scared. I ain't scared of shit. Nobody is going to get in my way any fucking more. Nobody's going to tell me, oh, well, good luck. That's not happening. I have been afraid my entire life.
Same.
Because everybody else put it there. It wasn't because of me. I had no fear. And I know that. Because I was there. I saw me. I had fear instilled in me by other people. Don't take a chance. Don't do this. Go with the safe thing. Do this. Do that. This is what you're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. And then that was perpetuated by my friends. Never actually supporting. Never actually doing anything to help boost my ego and tell me I could do anything.
To have your back. To be supportive.
Meanwhile, reverse the fucking roles.
Boy, howdy.
Who was making shit happen to make everybody else's dreams try to come true? I want to do this. Cool, let's do it. How do we do it? And then very literally make those things happen. Uh-huh. So other people are like, why the fuck can't you?
There's room for everybody at the table. Come on, let's boost
Not
each other
anymore.
up. Hell no.
Not anymore.
Hell no. There's a velvet rope.
I am not stopping motherfuckers from eating.
No, of course not.
But that doesn't mean I got to share a plate with you.
No.
Because nobody's sharing a plate with me. Mm-mm. Nobody's showing up for me. Mm-mm. Nobody's like, hey, what do you need? What do you need to grow the podcast? How can we help? Something as simple as sharing.
Yeah,
the people closest to me don't do shit like that. Meanwhile, strangers have done it.
The phone call with my mechanic was one of the coolest things that's happened in a while. Send me the link. I can't find you anywhere. Can you send me the link so I can listen on my car rides? I want to listen to y'all's podcast. Shit, I'll send you the YouTube link if you want to watch the video, and I'll send it on Spotify because that's what I like to listen to. Yeah, I get it.
Everybody pisses and moans about family and togetherness and I got your back and blah, 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 blah. Do you?
Nah.
Do you really? Because whenever I'm trying to better myself, I'm told, oh, well, you still need to have a drink with me.
No, I don't.
And I know that now.
I don't need to do shit that I don't want to do.
And people don't tell you they're proud of you until it comes down to a fuck you situation. And then, well, I was proud of you the whole fucking time. Were you? Sure. Because you didn't say that shit. You didn't tell me all that shit. I told you that shit randomly, purposely, because I was fucking proud of you, because that's what people do whenever they're proud of somebody. They express it.
So the people know.
And because of all the people that I've lost in the course of my fucking life, I am not waiting until somebody's dead to give them their fucking flowers.
Yeah.
I give people flowers all the goddamn time. Because it matters to me. Because I don't want to fucking drop dead one day and have anybody wonder what I fucking thought of them. Nobody. Good, bad, or indifferent. I want everybody to know what they meant to me. And if it was fuck you, you know it was fuck you. Straight the fuck up. I don't mince words. Everybody acts like I'm some fucking undercover asshole.
Undercover asshole.
When have I ever been that guy?
Never.
I tell motherfuckers
to their face
what I think. And I'm the problem. You want motherfuckers to keep it real and be honest with you and check your shit and da-da-da-da-da. And then whenever somebody real comes along and checks your shit, they're fucking wrong. You're full of shit. You don't know what you're talking about.
Asshole.
Don't preach. Okay. The problem with this world is that nobody stands on their shit anymore. I stand on my shit, and I will tell you to your face. Anything that I say behind somebody's back, I say 10 times worse to their fucking face.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
And anybody that says otherwise doesn't fucking know me.
That part. It's,
I've lost too many fucking people. I have gone through too much fucking heartache in my life to continue perpetuating this cycle of fucking ignorance. Because that's all it is. Everybody is content in the stupid little minutia bullshit that they concern themselves with instead of looking at the big picture and how we can all collectively make this better.
yeah.
I seem to be the only one concerned with that. And I think that's fucked up. And I know that's how dictatorships happen. And I know, well, absolute power corrupts, absolutely. I'd be willing to give it a shot. I would sell my fucking soul to make this world a better place. That's why everybody thought Light was the asshole in Death Note. I would do it in a heartbeat and not think twice about it. I would sacrifice eternal salvation to make this world a better fucking place.
I know.
And I would stand on it. Because I'm not afraid. I want better.
And it's okay for us to want better. It's coming from low class, low middle class, you know, the like working class.
We're not supposed to be anything. We're not supposed to reach for the fucking stars. We're not
Because
supposed
then-
to have these lofty ideals and think that we can change the fucking world.
Because who the fuck are we?
And other people perpetuate that while talking about how fucked up that is. I don't care. I don't have a ceiling. The ceilings that we all have is because we put them there.
Yeah, society, family, whatever it is.
And I'm not listening to that anymore. I don't do the safe thing. Because I don't care to do the safe thing. The safe thing doesn't give me any kind of solace. It doesn't make me feel better that I'm doing the right thing. Because it's not the right thing for me. And I've been told all my life that I'm wrong because I think like that. But it's just, I learned all of this in the past year. I learned from my mom that I don't have to be like her. And it hurts to say that because I feel like I'm disrespecting her. But having the relationship that I did with my mom, even before we reconciled, she would have been happy to hear me say that. Because she could never stand up for herself. She felt like she couldn't.
She felt like she could not do what she wanted
And she
to do.
has
in
told
her-
me
Yep.
she was always proud of me that I could.
As someone who has been perpetually terrified their entire life, I envy that part of you. I envy that part of you.
I don't.
That
I don't because it's fucking lonely. It is so fucking lonely. I'm told to do one thing and then I do that thing and then I'm told to fuck off. And that has happened several times in friendships, in relationships, and familial shit all across the board. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of people taking what they want, what they need, and then deucing the fuck out whenever I need help.
I know, again, I know I'm only one person, but
You're the only one that showed up this whole time. And I still fucked it off. And I have to live with that.
I'm still here and
I'm not saying you're not, but I still have to live with the mistakes that I've made. And I deserve to live with the mistakes that I've made. I'm not saying it like I don't. I made my bed and I'm sure as shit gonna fucking lie in it. I make no excuses. You know that.
I know.
And I'm tired of watching everybody else do that. I'm sick of it. I have no sympathy nor empathy for anybody that has a fucking excuse about anything anymore. None. You want to nut up or you want to shut up? Either way, get the fuck out of my face because I'm not hearing it anymore. And I know how harsh and aggressive and all that shit it sounds. I don't have it in me to be nice anymore.
And it's very
And
hard.
how does that make you motherfuckers feel that you had somebody that was 10 toes that would ride or fucking die, literally ride or fucking die for his people, whoever those people were. And I was the nice guy.
Yeah.
And I'm not anymore. You feel better?
I can't even say anything because it's like, yeah, I've been here through the whole thing. I know exactly what you're talking about, and
You've seen it all.
I feel the same way. Like, I have
I'm loyal to a fucking fault.
to a detriment sometimes.
Constantly. I stayed in relationships way longer than I fucking should have, and not just romantically. I've put up with my family's bullshit longer than I should have.
Friends that we no longer have, all kinds of shit.
And I just looked the other way because I hadn't wised the fuck up yet, or whatever it was.
It's
or
scary.
because I was trying to hold on to the sense of family that I always fucking wanted. And I think that's the more prevalent thing. And
Yep.
the way it looks now, looking back at it, that was used against me.
I mean,
I don't know that that's the case.
Yeah.
But it sure as fuck feels that way. And if everybody else is allowed to have their feelings about what I say, I'm allowed to have feelings about how you act.
Agreed. Because we are very much at a place in our lives where we need actions. I don't want words.
I'm tired of words.
I don't want words.
I'm tired of words.
Show
Whenever
me.
I give people words, those words are fucking separated by my actions. Because the words are nice, but I back it the fuck up. I show up whenever literally nobody else does. That's what I do.
Yep.
And then I'm called emotional. And I overreact. Fine. I guess I won't overreact anymore. But guess what? That means I don't react anymore. Because if I don't react, I can't overreact. And you don't like my reactions. So, if you don't like my reactions to things, do better. Because I don't get mad out of fucking nothing. You know that.
Yeah.
There's always something that I can fucking point to and be like, this is why I reacted that way. I don't just fly off the handle for nothing. There might be something that sets me off, but there's always a catalyst.
Yeah. And you've acknowledged the fact that...
And I admit whenever I'm fucking wrong.
Yeah.
I am the only fucking male my age or older that will admit when I'm wrong. And I've done it in conversations where I was lacing into somebody. Mm-hmm. And I said, you heard me say the words. If that is not the case, I apologize. That was the information I had.
Mm-hmm.
Verbatim. Does anybody else do that?
No. Of course not.
Fuck, most women don't do that.
Meanwhile, I apologize for everything, whether it's my fault or not.
You do.
Some people got extra comfortable. Super extra comfortable that still no one knows about.
And I'm done.
Believe me, I know you are, and I get it.
This is supposed to be about Mom.
It is. She's the reason.
And the bitch of it I still wonder if the dominoes would have fallen if she hadn't died. Like, would I still be in the same place mentally and emotionally? Would I have gotten over it? Would I have just let it continue to slide? And
Would the things
and then it makes me happy that she's gone.
We can phrase that a little differently.
But that's what it feels like.
Yeah. But it gives you some peace of her passing. Like it wasn't in vain, that there was a meaning.
And I
behind
refused to let it be in vain. I refused to let Grandma's death be in vain. And I absolutely refuse for my mom's death to be in vain.
I know.
And nobody's going to tell me shit anymore.
Oh, I know. I know.
Because I do not have the patience left in me to deal with any of anybody else's bullshit.
I'm telling you, if
my
it's...
mom had to deal with that shit until the day she fucking dropped dead. And I know that.
I know.
Her son won't make the same fucking mistake. And I put that on everything.
I know. Loss and grief change people. And the best thing that we can do with however lost or pissed off we feel about any situation is to keep showing up for ourselves and our kids and each other. Because literally everyone else has you have the possibility of waking up tomorrow and be like, I don't want to be married anymore. I don't see that happening. I don't think that's the path or anything like that. But literally the only constant is change. And the only people that I have the capacity as of right now to make sure, regardless of how I'm feeling, are my kids. And that includes my daughter-in-law. And you. That's all I have the capacity for. I barely have the capacity to take care of myself, and I will take care of myself after I take care of you guys most days. Obviously, I know that I have to take care of myself in order to be able to take care of y'all, but like, you know me. You guys are all I have the capacity for. After everyone has shown me that I cannot depend on them. For people that I was completely honest with when they asked me hard questions. For people that I thought were going to be by my side and that I'm still waiting for phone calls from. To a mother who... I don't even know if she saw me as a person sometimes.
That should have been the Mother's Day episode.
Yeah. Like, I know we kind of went off the rails, but it all does tie back to Mom, because if Mom hadn't passed, if her death hadn't affected you the way that it has.
Death has always affected me like that, and I've gotten so much shit for that in the course of my life.
But...
And I'm tired of taking shit. I feel deeply. And I feel bad for people that don't. And you can say that that's uppity of me or idealistic or whatever. Like I'm lording my fucking whatever. I can't even think right now. But like I'm acting like I'm better than everybody.
No, it's not like you're like, I'm up
You've
here,
known me.
I'm better than you.
You've known me since 2009. Like, really known me.
Even if you were above someone, you
Have-
always reach
Have
down
I
to help
ever
people.
have I ever had a superiority complex?
No, it is very much, come on, meet me up here. Let's
I don't like lowering myself to the lower
Yeah.
vibrational shit. I try to bring everybody with me. I try to make everybody realize their fucking potential.
It's true.
Because all I ever heard growing up is, you're such wasted potential.
If you just apply yourself.
Not giving a shit about what I was actually interested in or
Or going
anything like
through.
that. Nothing. So I try not to do that to other people. I try to say, hey, I'm seeing this. Are you okay? Can we fix this? And more often than not, the answer is, go fuck yourself. I'm content living in this bullshit. And that's not just one person.
Nope.
That is literally everybody that I have cut out my life in the past 15 years. Friends, exes, family.
Sometimes I wonder if, I know this is grandiose and maybe delusional on my part, but I wonder if you and I never met.
I'd probably be dead.
If you
Because if I was still with my ex, I'd have fucking shot myself. Or I'd be in jail. Because that's those were the only two ways I was getting out of that situation. Period. And everybody could say how much of an abusive asshole I was, and I'll own up to it. I was. I don't do that shit for no reason.
But you weren't the only one doing those kinds of things.
That's my point.
It was a
I don't-
mutually toxic.
But
thing.
I'm the only one that says that. And everybody believes the woman.
Well,
And that has been the case my entire life. And I'm not just talking about my ex-wife. I'm talking about ex-girlfriends. They were all fucking crazy. They were all toxic too. But I was always the asshole. Even though I was the one that every single one of them came back to. And ended up cheating on somebody with me. But I'm the fucking problem. I'm just saying. And I'm not saying I was a fucking saint by any stretch of the imagination.
no, you literally, you just agreed that both parties were toxic. Like, you weren't doing your best either.
I'm tired of being a victim. I'm tired of being walked all over.
I understand that.
I don't go along to get along. I've had a real problem with that my entire life.
Same. I am a perpetual people pleaser.
And
Out of safety, out of whatever, but I completely
if
understand.
all of this death has taught me anything, it's like, what's the point? Because Jody was unabashedly himself. Unabashedly.
I miss that man so much.
Look how many people turned out for his funeral.
Packed house. Packed house. Standing room only. Packed
And
house.
God bless Grandma and Mom. They would go along just to get along.
Those pews were empty.
So that taught me something. Because, to me, Grandma was the greatest person I have ever met in my life. That place should have been packed to the fucking rafters. There should have been people coming out that motherfucker in the back. Because that's the great person that she was. But she let everybody get away with bullshit. And at the same time, she was the one to put her foot down whenever it had to come to it. But she waited too long. I love her with everything. She should have pushed harder. And every bit of backbone that her and Mom didn't have,
You got.
And I don't mind burning it down.
And you know me, I'm 10 toes down. Well,
Because I've told certain members of my family exactly what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
And the other ones don't ask the questions because they
course,
don't want to know.
they don't want to hear the answer to that. Hell, like the shirt I wore yesterday, I will burn sage and bridges as needed.
I'm not going to pretend I'm anything but that anymore. I don't fake a smile anymore.
You don't. Hell,
Give me something to smile about and then I'll fucking smile.
I mean, there are some days where I smile at you and your smile doesn't reach your eyes. Most days, it doesn't.
Because this is the shit that I've been dealing with.
I know.
And I'm over it.
And
I'm over pretending to be happy because I've watched people do that and pretend like they're fucking happy.
I don't know what the rest of our lives look like. Neither one of us are fortune tellers.
I beg to differ. My batting average is pretty fucking high.
Fair, but we don't know for 100%. We don't know 100% of anything, period.
I've called a lot of bullshit, though. I hope I'm wrong on some of it.
I know you are wrong on some of it.
That's all I can hope for before I drop. Is that I get proven wrong in some aspects. That's all I want. I don't want to be right about everything.
I know you don't.
I hate being right. It's a fucking pain in the ass. Because then I have to keep my mouth shut. I can't say, that happened exactly like I said it was going to. Because then I'm an asshole. Anything I do, I'm an asshole. If I don't say anything, I'm an asshole. If I do say something, I'm an asshole. If I say, dude, I fucking brought this up, then, oh, well, you're just fucking...
Okay, I will give you this. I know that a lot of things...
Sorry, that was a tangent. I don't know why I did that.
No, I'm trying to word this lightly. I know that you've been right about a lot of other people. And I know it's hard.
I've been right about everybody fucking else.
And I know it's hard, and there's a lot of other things that go into thought process, especially when it comes to me.
It's hard to separate you from everybody else, and that's not your fault, that's mine. Or theirs, I guess.
But I get it.
I know whenever it comes to you and the kids, I get too overly emotional about it because...
It's a scary thing to think of loss of that caliber.
And it's just... There is nothing closer to me than you and the kids.
So it's easy
Nothing means more to me on this planet than you guys.
Same.
And that loss scares me more than anything. Regardless of what context that is in.
I know.
And I know in certain contexts, I deserve it. I know that. And that's what makes it so fucking terrifying.
But just know that regardless of the loss of a natural way like grandma or any other kind of loss, I'm here. I'm here. I know I am only one person. But the love I have for you and the kids is more than an army. I am not perfect. I have my own flaws. I have my own shit. I have a lot of my own shit. Really? Sorry if you guys...
when you live in the fucking hood.
Yeah. We're hood adjacent. But just know
People
that...
didn't want to come to our house because they thought it was too hood.
That's fair.
because they lived further out in the suburbs. What
Eh.
the fuck is she doing?
Laying right behind you.
Whatever.
But just know that I've got you. And I know I can't fix anything and I can't change anything and I can only do what I've been doing for the past 14 years. Everything else we will figure out. Everything else we will make it through. And with Mom's death, it showed me a bunch of shit too. So much. And I will
Seem to do that for a lot of us.
And I will do everything in my power to protect my family. Because you guys are literally all I have. I have nothing. Zero. Outside of you guys. And the stock I come from, I wouldn't have it any other way. I don't want to go back to where I come from. I come from a place of addiction and fear. Manipulation. Coercion. I wish I was joking, but it's not.
See a lot of parallels. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm sipping my tea as I said that. Sorry. I don't know
But
why
just-
that dawned on me.
We will continue making it. I wish I could talk to Mom all the time. Some days I wish I could talk to Grandma too, because I don't...
How the fuck did you deal with him?
Not in those words, but
Generally
how do I help?
speaking.
Yeah, how do I help? What do I do?
I know what she'd tell you.
There's nothing I can do.
She would look you in the eyes and just... You keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, like... She would tell me he's gonna do whatever he sees fit, and he is trying to change to be a different man, and we have to just let...
She'd say don't give up on him.
And I never will.
Because she never did.
And
As many times as she should have, she never did.
And I never will. I've never given up on you in 14 years.
You're the only one.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not... And not out of fear of being... I'm scared of being alone, or I'm scared of navigating this world alone, because I'm not. I choose you every day. I want to do life with you. And after Mom's death, it solidified everything for me.
It did for me too. And I'm sorry I went off the rails after that. Because that's how I felt. Because I saw how you took care of me, and I saw how you took care of the kids, and all of that. You knew better than I did, and I still didn't listen. And I'm sorry.
I will always be the matriarch of this family.
You have been since the day you walked into it.
And I know that sounds like,
It doesn't matter what it sounds like. I know what it is. And if anybody's got an opinion of it, they could suck a nut.
Because literally I will do anything for you and the kids. I will drop everything and handle everything.
You have.
And
It's not if, you have.
And I will continue to do so.
Mama Jody would be very proud of you. By how you're there for everybody. including
I really hope so.
the nieces and nephews that they had,
I really hope I can make them
or
proud.
grandkids that they had, or whatever. They would have been very proud of you. If, not if, they saw how you handled Ren yesterday. And I'm sure it made them happy. Because I know how it made me feel to see that. And I'm still here. She wasn't crying over me.
I want to do my best. I know what it's like to literally have no one. I have no one outside of you guys. And I don't want my kids or you or anyone.
Any of the kids.
Any of the kids to feel like they have no one. I mean, hell, I was in zero way related to Jody, and he told me, no matter what, I had family with him.
I mean, the kids weren't biologically related to him either, but that was still Paw Paw. And they were right. You're right.
I will do everything in my power to be like him. To be the glue that Mom and Grandma were. And I know that doesn't span throughout your whole family because they each have their own families and own ways that they handle, but in this house, in these four walls, and whatever walls we live in, I will do everything in my power. And yes, that even means at a detriment to myself. I will do everything in my power to make sure I will make sure that you and the kids are okay.
You always have.
I will show up with food if they need it. I will make all the doctor's appointments. I will go to all of them.
You have.
And I will continue to do so, not only to make you guys proud of me, hopefully. Hopefully the kids and you are proud of me, but to make them proud too.
That's why I'm doing all this shit. I never had a dad that I was proud of.
Same.
And I was proud of certain aspects of my mom. I was always proud of Grandma.
She went through a lot.
She did. No, honestly, like if I'm living up to anybody's standard, it's my grandma's. Like, I just want to make her proud. That's all I ever wanted, was to make her proud of, because she never gave up on me, and I wanted it to mean something. To just be like to everybody else, like, no, she was the one that had my back.
Yeah.
I'm doing this for her. And I still am. And now I'm doing it for my mom, too. Because she couldn't.
Yeah.
I miss them every day.
All the time.
I think about Mom the most. Because it's really hard not to think about that fucking phone call all the time.
I know.
Because why did she call me?
You're what she needed. You're exactly what she needed. And Sis and us, we've all had the conversation, like, Sis would have jumped up her ass about something, and she knew that's not what she needed. She needed you. To calm her down. To make her laugh. To let her know everything was going to be okay. To let her know that you loved her.
And I've been trying to prove all that since then. Everything will be okay. I'll be okay.
And I'll be here when you're okay. I'll be here when you're not okay. We will continue to miss them because they were important people in our lives. Every day I say I'm grateful that we have done and will continue to do the work for ourselves and each other. And that'll never stop. Oh, it's hurry. It's hurry.
Okay, we should probably wrap this up. They're getting antsy.
Okay.
You guys did really good the whole episode until now, though.
Until now. But with all that being said, that was a wild ride. I know, mijita, I know. She does not like to see me cry.
She was asleep for most of it.
She was. But with all of that being said, grief and loss have a way of bringing out the best and worst in people. And sometimes both in a single person. And that's okay. Because sometimes the shit has to happen. Sometimes your worst has to present itself so you can realize
you deserve better.
That you deserve better. And not for the people around you, even though the people around you do deserve your best. But also remember that always, first and foremost, you deserve the best from yourself. I know I've said several times in this episode that I have in the past and still sometimes do put myself last and take care of everyone else. But even that is not the best all the time.
Anything in moderation.
So if you were feeling grief or going through loss or feeling like you just don't know which way is up or which way to go, just know that you're not alone.
Clearly, we're fucking train wrecks sometimes.
That's what we try to do here. That's the whole reason we're doing this. Is to let people know that whatever they are going through, even if they feel like they're fucking up, they're not alone. That better ways are possible. That you can change who you are, what you do. If you don't like it, then that's okay.
I'm living proof of that.
Things can always change. That's the only constant in this life is fucking change. And if you don't feel like you have someone that's 10 toes down for you, fucking be 10 toes down for yourself. Hopefully it doesn't take the loss of your mom to make you feel like I have to stand on business now because she couldn't. Stand on business for your own self. If you feel like you don't have anybody to talk to, we are a message away. If you know us personally, you got our numbers. We're a phone call or text away. Actually, text first. I'm really bad with phone calls. I'm sorry. Text first.
I'm just happy my family actually started texting me again.
I think they're done with me.
No, I meant my generation.
Oh, yeah. That's fair. Well, I stand by what I said. If you feel like you need someone, reach out. You're not alone. We're all human. We are all going through our own shit.
And nobody can do this shit alone.
No. It sucks.
You might think you can, but you can't.
It's rough. And it's weird because you have to do the shit by yourself. Like, you have to be the one to do the work for you. But a support system is nice. A safety net is nice.
You gotta be able to have somebody to call you on your bullshit.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll never learn.
Keep you honest.
Some people don't like that.
Nope. I know that this episode was a rough one. Thank you for whoever is still listening. Do all the social media stuff, please. Share, like, if you know somebody who might
Who's
benefit.
been having a hard time dealing with grief.
Grief is a son of a bitch. Healing is a son of a bitch, and it's not linear.
You're not wrong for being happy one day and pissed the next. I had to learn that one.
Yeah. But just make sure that you're trying to make the better decisions. Be a cycle breaker. Be a...
As hard and as lonely as it may be, that is the best route.
Yeah. But until next time, guys, please, please, please just take care of yourself. And know that you're not alone. Peace out.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode. If you like this episode or know someone who would, please help us grow the show by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Keep up with all episodes on Buzzsprout or anywhere else you get your podcasts.